Hi Virgo, this is Jessica from Cardinal Signs. This reading is for a choice or decision that you'll have to make during the month of May, or that you may be making during the month of May. So we've got two options here, option A and option B. If you're currently faced with more than two options, these are going to be your two most viable options that we're going to focus on. Before I start into the reading, what I need you to do is assign each of your choices to either the first spread or the second spread. So you can do this just intuitively of which one's going to be option A and which one's going to be option B. If you need a little bit more framework to assign the two choices, option A would be the choice that most closely resembles your current situation. It may indeed be continuing on with your current situation. Option A would be the choice that results in the least amount of change or upheaval. It would be considered the safe option or the logical option. For option B, this would be the more significant departure from your current situation. This would require the most significant change. It would be considered the higher risk choice, or this would be the choice that is directed more so by your intuition and gut instinct rather than logic. So once you've assigned your choice to A and B, you have to keep it there, no switching once I start flipping the cards. So I will pull an additional card of guidance for each option once we've gotten into the reading. So to start off, I asked for a symbol to represent the energy for option A and a symbol for option B. So for option A, I see a bowling ball. So there might already be some momentum that is propelling you forward towards this option. Like the ball might already be rolling. For option B, I'm seeing downhill skiing. So again, there's the sense that there's strong energy of you being propelled forward here. So both of these options have a lot of forward momentum pushing you towards them. This one is a little bit more pell-mell for option B, whereas option A has more of a controlled feeling to it. Like you've got it under control. So with each option, we have an overall energy on the top here. I've pulled 3 cards that indicate things that you need to consider for option A and 3 things to consider for option B. And then we have outcome energy. So this would be the outcome if you chose option A. This would be the outcome if you decided to choose option B. So let's get into it. Overall energy for option A is change. This is the Wheel of Fortune. So again, we do have that sense of spinning energy, just like the bowling ball here. And I'll talk about that more in just a moment. 3 things that you need to consider. We have the Two of Swords, schizophrenia. This is the classic 2 choices card. We have the Four of Wands, participation. And we have the Eight of Wands, traveling. As outcome energy, we have the Lovers. For option B, overall energy, we have the Miser. This is the Four of Pentacles. 3 things to consider for option B are the Page of Pentacles, slowing down. Breakthrough, this is the Justice card. And the Source, this is the Ace of Wands. And I know there's a bit of a glare, but I'll hold up the cards for you when I get to them. Outcome energy for option B is understanding, and this is the Knight of Cups. Okay. So overall energy here for option A, as I said, a lot of forward momentum propelling you towards it. It's there's a sense of it being unstoppable once it started, and I do see that it has started. So once the wheel starts turning, that's it, it's turning. And it can be very difficult to slow down that momentum and change your direction. So as I said here, for the Two of Swords, this is classic choice decision energy. This is exactly what this reading is about. So this is you having two options and you being divided between them. Ooh, started raining really hard. Now this is you being very torn, as I said, very divided. This is in your mind, okay? This is you bouncing back and forth between this choice and that choice and unable to come to a conclusion. It's kind of stalemate energy. With the Four of Wands, participation. So there is, again, there's this sense of, you see this spiral here, there's definitely a sense of cyclical movement, of rotation, of being propelled forward. There is also here indications that there are other people who are involved in this choice or who will be affected by this choice. There may be people who are helping you with making your decision. We have the Eight of Wands. This is a card of very rapid energy, very rapid change. It's also a card of communication. So again, there may be a large amount of communication between yourself and between these other people who are affected by your choice. There is also coming up here physical travel. So it's possible that this option comes along with the need to relocate. That could be short distance, or it could be very long distance relocation or traveling. As the outcome, we have the Lovers. So this is a very positive energy, but it is also ultimately a card about choices, specifically a card about choosing between two things. And this can be choosing between two things that are both very attractive, and that's why we have this difficult energy where you're bouncing between the two things, and it's so hard to come to a conclusion here because they are both very attractive, very appealing, and viable options for you. For option B, the overall energy here, we have the Four of Pentacles. This is the Miser card. This is holding on very tightly to your current situation, or holding on very tightly to the idea of option B. This can, on the other hand, also be you turning your shoulder on option B. This can be you not willing to let the energy of option B in. There's a sense of reluctance with this card, an exclusion as well. Things that you need to consider with option B, we have the Page of Pentacles slowing down. So this is based on the other cards that are here. I feel like this is very young energy, and pages are often indicating young energy. This could be you having to start over. Because we have the Ace of Wands here, this is something that is very new, a new cycle beginning. Again, we have a lot of cyclical energy here, a lot of spheres in the cards that you have. So a very much so a sense of momentum and being propelled. In the center we have breakthrough. So this is a major breakthrough for you. This is also the Justice card. So this is indicating that if you went with option B, it would be a fair outcome for you and any other people involved in this choice. There's a sense of justice being done, justice being served. There's also a fair amount of red and fire in these two cards, so a lot of passion, a lot of intensity. Emotions might be running high. As outcome, we have the Knight of Cups, understanding. So you can see that this card is depicting a sense of being freed, a sense of seeking and receiving your freedom. There's also, with this card, a degree of being encouraged and supported by those around you. This can be your peers, colleagues, friends, family members. But there's definitely a sense of support in you making the choice to choose this option. I'm going to draw an additional card of guidance for each option. So additional guidance for Virgo for option A. What does Virgo need to know about option A? An additional card of guidance for Virgo for option A. And an additional card of guidance for Virgo for option B. What else does Virgo need to know about option B? Oops, too many. What else does Virgo need to know about option B? Okay. So for option A, we have shadow self. So these are the qualities, the thoughts about ourself that can perhaps be considered the negative aspects of ourself. These can be our doubts, these can be our insecurities. These are the things within our personality that challenge us the most. So I do feel like as you're considering option A, that it's giving you a run for your money, that it is really challenging you as an individual. It's a bit of a reach. You're a bit of a reach, a bit of a struggle here. There is the need for intuition. We have the moon in this card. There's also guidance to look for signposts, for symbols to help nudge you along and guide you along as you're making your decision. For option B, we have reflection. So with reflection comes a sense of looking back from where you've been in order to determine where it is that you want to go. So you're reflecting upon how far you've come and where you want your life to go now that you're faced with this crossroads energy. There is a little bit of melancholy in this card. A little bit of feeling down, feeling blue. There is also perhaps the sense that you don't necessarily like what you see reflected back on you, and this could indeed be what is propelling you towards the change, the desire to change your path because you're not happy with what you've been doing. So this is really, both of these cards actually are really getting in touch with your inner self, are really getting in touch with your emotions, and getting in touch with what you need to progress forward on your journey. Now, I can't tell you to choose option A or option B. Everybody's situation is different. Everybody has different choices. So it really comes down to just taking whatever resonated with you during this reading and using it as kind of a tool or a stepping stone to help inform your choice as you make your decision. So I hope that this reading has been helpful for you. I hope that it helps you as you make this decision. If you liked it, if you found it helpful, give it a thumbs up. Feel free to comment below. Let me know how this pans out for you. And if you want to receive more videos like this, feel free to subscribe to the channel. I'd certainly appreciate your support. And thanks again for watching. I hope you have a wonderful month of May. Good luck with your decision, and I'll see you next time. Take care of yourself, Virgo. Bye.